Okay, so this was another submitted question. Why do I fear having friends in different circles meet each other? This person says, it would be far simpler to have most of my friends. Basically, what their question is the crux of it is, how do I relinquish social control and lean into the fact that some friends could potentially not get along and not see this as a reflection of their thoughts about me? Well, I mean, this person already seems pretty self-aware. I would say that you just kind of do it. I would say that whatever situation you think isn't going to work out, you should expose yourself to that situation. That might mean that your Christian friends uh, could be introduced to your atheist friends, and you might just get to practice letting people live in their own worlds and not needing to be the bridge or take responsibility for other people's experiences, because that seems to be what it's coming down to. Um, uh, yeah, and it seems like you get a lot of value out of people's perception of your ability to relate to others. I could be stretching it there, but because that seems to be the thing that's at stake. If you bring these people together, then it's a reflection of you, and you messed up. And really, I mean, what I would say is there's a couple things happening too. Like, it sounds like you're not real clear on what your values are, in terms of friendship. So if you value people that are able to be open-minded enough to find characteristics of others that are worth investing in just because they're alive and human and have are living, then that really shouldn't matter. And you could be an example of that. So for instance, like if a Christian person came and was talking to an atheist and you introduced the two, then I would say that you could act as an example for both of them of what it looks like to love both of those people, because if you're their friend, I'm assuming that you care about them. So um, and if people don't get along, um, then that's okay. I would just say that there's a certain degree of common sense that I would say, like, if somebody is like a drug addict, then don't bring them to church service, if they're going to be slinging cocaine or something like that. I don't think it's that extreme, though. It sounds like it's probably just temperamental differences or maybe political differences or something like that. Um, so, anyways, how do I relinquish social control? That's what was your exact question. How do I relinquish social control? I mean, the way that you do it is you just kind of accept it, like, I really can't control this. And you focus on bringing people in because you want to bring them in. I like both of these people. I will introduce them. And then being open to being surprised by something. I've done this. I've done this in so many different ways in the last couple of years, because I've been trying to make a more varied group of friends since I've moved to Seattle. And it's there is kind of an anxiety of like, well, this person's really strong minded and this person's real, like, passive, and I wonder if they're gonna butt heads, and then is that gonna cause friction and stuff? And it's possible. It's certainly possible, but I don't have the worry necessarily. Like, I feel like people can just handle themselves, and I always like the idea of creating possibility for others. And I think that human beings have a tendency, or just people in general have a tendency, to want to make exceptions and room for other people that they meet and see them in the best light. So I would say that unless something is blatantly going wrong that's like disrespectful or aggressive or mean or somehow unsafe, that I would just not make you such a big deal anymore and see it as giving people chances to meet other people and have more connection in their life, and you being a facilitator of that. And it's really not about you. Like, you're putting the chemicals together. You don't have to worry about the reaction necessarily. You're just putting chemicals together to see if something could mix. And then if something does mix, great. Then you're the guy that put the chemicals together. Great. You discovered something. And if they don't mix, well, people, I guarantee you everybody's going to live. And I guarantee you no one's going to blame you because you decided to bring two people that you legitimately care about into the same room and do it because you cared about them and wanted to see what would happen. To the best of your ability, stop focusing on yourself. And be willing to lose whatever it is you think you have to hold on to. Yeah.